So sorry.
Okay. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. It's amazing evening in our place. Amazing morning. Amazing afternoon. I don't know. So just want to greet everyone who have joined us today, and yeah, just want to say hello to everyone who is co-hosting us. Today it's a lot of amazing people, to be honest, and yeah. Andrew,
Yeah,
we as a part of xTiles team, yeah, I believe you have a couple of words to say.
yeah. Thank you so much, Sergey, for this amazing moment because I don't know. Recently, we discussed a lot about this event because for us it's a big honor, first of all, because we know that we have a lot of different champions from different countries, from different regions. Yeah, it's about different professions. It's about founders. It's about dedicated specialists. So for us, it's really, I don't know, one of the biggest moments of our story because eventually we can meet everyone and talk about this special moment of first experience with xTiles, of your real use cases and all of this stuff. So yeah, for me it's so intriguing, let's say, because yeah, it's a good moment. So I guess we have a good agenda. I guess um, it's not the only one event. We want to continue this tradition, and we want to talk with our ambassadors and champions. So maybe let's go to the next chapter, Srigi, because I guess
Yeah,
we have a lot of voices on this event, and we don't need to push this information alone because we have
yeah,
so much interesting conversation ahead.
yeah. We do have a lot of amazing people, and we do not need to push the horses. So, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so as the first part, while we're waiting for more people to join, just drop in the comments where are you joining from, and while we are waiting for some. People to write something down. I believe, Andrew, you can tell our story, my stories that we have. Just want to highlight this idea that this webinar is super important for me because a year ago, exactly a year ago, I was an like xTiles user by myself. So I wasn't a part of the team from very beginning, and it was uh, like amazing to find this tool because I tried a lot of them, a lot of different tools that you already know, of course. And Andrew, he was a guy like the first guy that I met from xTiles, and I believe it was like fate. I don't know, something like that. So yeah, I don't know how does it happen, but it happened. Yeah, and now I'm here. Yeah.
Yeah, I reached out to Sergey because we usually have this kind of activity. We try to speak with a lot of our champions. It's not only about champions. We're doing customer research regularly. And I wrote to Sergey, let's talk about your experience of using Xtels. And Sergey answered me and said that, yeah, let's talk. I'm from Alexandria. It's maybe 60 kilometers from our original city. I was surprised because for me it was kind of a big surprise because I thought that Sergey from another country, let's say, and, because it's common situation, and we arranged a call and we had really amazing conversation. But it's not the end of the story, to be honest, because after that I have tons of different messages on my messenger. Sergey wrote to me, "I need this, I need that. How long I can wait for this for that? Oh my gosh, we need to recruit this guy because I'm so tired to answer."
Yeah, and now I am answering also of these questions, you know. Yeah.
So maybe let's talk about our champions because
Yes.
I would be happy
Yes.
to know this kind of story.
Yeah. We already have some users, some attendees, I know people who watch this live. And hey, everyone, once again, Dwayne, yeah, we want you to join us as well. By the way, you have a link, I believe. So yeah, go ahead. We are waiting for you. And yeah, I believe we can start. And Merna, you'll be the first one. Just introduce yourself. Tell a bit more about yourself. I believe, yeah, it will be amazing to hear.
Nice to meet you.
Sure. Thank you guys. Hi everybody. My name is Myrna, and I'm the founder of Gray Matter HR, which is a HR consultancy. Um, I found xTiles almost a year ago, I want to say, and I, as a new business owner, I kind of have scattered thoughts all over the place. I used a lot of different time management and productivity apps that seemed very difficult to manage. And when I happened to find xTiles, I played around in the system and saw that I can customize it in the way that my brain functions, which is kind of crazy and all over the place. And ever since then, I've fallen in love, and I've just been talking to everybody about how amazing the platform is. So that's a little bit about me. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina, in the United States. So it's nice to meet everyone. It's nice to talk to everybody.
Nice to meet you, Marna, and thank you for this amazing
Nice to meet
story. I
you.
guess we will have so different but so warm and interesting stories ahead. So yeah, it's so really heartbreaking. So thank you so much.
Yeah, Stephanie, I believe you'll be the next.
Oh, thank you. I'm Stephanie from the DC, Maryland area, Baltimore area, and I am very new. I just found this within the last couple months by watching How to ADHD, and I've, like Marna, like found so many different places that had different things that were just too complex and too hard to manage. So I'm diving in headfirst to this and really loving it. Love the support, love the videos, love everything about it thus far. And I have so many different aspects of my life that I have to manage. So it's very helpful.
Thank you, thank you. I believe we will hear so many times this information about how to ADHD because Jessica is our one of the biggest ambassadors right now, and we're also excited about every new video from her. And yeah, so I'm so happy. Thank you, Stephanie, for this interesting story.
Yeah, thank you, Willow. Yeah, Willow is someone is who is truly special, I believe.
It's great to meet everybody, and thank you for hosting this event. I'm so excited about this. I work in the wellness and coaching career, and I also am an artist and graphic artist. And so I have a lot of stuff that I have to do and a lot of stuff that I have to keep track of. And as somebody that has ADHD, it's very hard to wrangle my brain and get everything organized. So I've used every single tool you can imagine, all the task managers, all the information organizers, Notion, OneNote, you name it. I've used it and tested it and worked with it to kind of recommend it to clients or friends. And so I got really excited when I found xTiles online through a YouTube channel, like managing your ADHD and how to manage your life. And I checked it out. And ever since then, I've been really, really interested in it because I think it's a game changer. It's an awesome tool. And it helps me organize a lot of different projects. And I think it'd be really helpful for a lot of people.
Thank you
I
so
love
much,
it.
Phil. I recall this tons of messages on every webinar from you. Thank you so much for your support. It's so amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's amazing to have you like in person. It's like wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, another person that it's amazing to have in person is Krisha. Yeah.
Oh, hi
Yeah.
everybody. I'm Krisa from Toronto, Canada, and Sergey and I have been connected for about a year and a half for xTiles, and for me, xTiles has been a game changer for me where I can just dump all of my random thoughts. I like, as you can see in the background, this is how I usually plan out my days. So I love that xTiles is a great way for me to have some organized chaos and just be able to remember everything without being stressed in my brain. So xTiles has been a great way for me to just have everything all in one place, but separate it into different web pages. I love the workspaces. It's been a great. I think the best thing about xTiles is not necessarily the software, but the community behind xTiles. And like you just launched the ADHD platform with that, and I thought that was amazing. So I just love the community behind xTiles, and I hope you guys do too.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, Marcelo, you'll be the next one.
Hello.
Cool, awesome.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, I'm named Marcelo. I'm also in Toronto, Canada. And I've been, using different tools on and off, for a while. So, when I started my career, I didn't have any way to organize myself. I just used pen and paper, took down notes, did to-dos, messy, but it worked. But later on, as things like Evernote and all that came about, where you had the good old Palm Pilot or the old Blackberries, right? That's what I was using to keep myself organized. But of course, like most of y'all, I went through a stage where I had a lot of thoughts or a lot of things that I need to keep track of, and so that started my search into the perfect tool. Of course, as many of you probably realize, there is rarely a perfect tool out there, but a perfect tool that suits you. And in the last couple of years, I've been focusing on note-taking apps, particularly just to match my style. I'm a pen and paper person, and I do a hybrid of pen and paper and digital in order to keep myself organized and keep things clear. And along that search, I came across xTiles. And so how I've been using xTiles is, been using it to take down a lot of notes, capture content. And in particular, the way I use it is to learn different topics of studies. So my current thing that I'm doing right now, as an example, is trying to learn a bit about APIs. I probably have used APIs in the past when I used to be a programmer, but never really dove into it. And so, for my own reason, I wanted to dive into it a bit more. So I've been, capturing notes in xTiles. I've, created a study plan using some LLM, probably Gemini or something like that. And, I have it all laid out by day. So what I love about xTiles is its ability to allow me to capture information, to organize it the way I want to organize it. I'm a bit of a visual person, as you can probably tell by liking writing and reading, and so I can organize it in the format that I want to, and it. What I like about xTiles is its ability to capture information very easily. So if you copy and paste, a bit of text from or content from a web page, it keeps the format, keeps the images. You don't have to do a lot of work in terms of cleaning it up. It's very easy and ready to use, and I can focus on the task at hand. What I really love about xTiles is that it allows me to play around with content in a meaningful way, rearrange it the way I want to, with little to no friction. And I'm pretty sure that right now I'm just scratching the surface on xTiles. I'm not using it to its full potential, but the fact that I've already included it as part of my daily tool stack, and I'm just using it. And I mean, I'm going to learn it, and get better at it over time, is what I appreciate. So, guys, thank you for putting together xTiles and making it available for us.
Thank you as well for your kind words, Marcelo. And during your conversation, I'm keeping in mind one question: how did you hear about xTiles? Because for me, it would be big surprise if you say I watched video from Jessica. Let's say.
I probably a combination of YouTube. I do consume a lot of YouTube and looking for what the latest and greatest apps are out there. And then some content creators, like I think I forget what is it, more productive is one, and another person named Darren. So it was just a case of I was on the search looking for it. I don't believe it was a Google search. It was probably someone like More Productive or a YouTube video that had spoken a bit about the tool, and that got me fascinated in what it was capable of doing. So yeah, hope I answered your question, Andrew.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much. Amazing story, I believe. And Stacy, you are the next one. Some part of our audience already know you as well, but yeah.
Yeah, I guess I know Stacy.
You are.
Yeah, a little bit. So thank you, and thank you for having me back. You're right. I was on a month or so ago, maybe a couple months ago, when you launched the AI, which is one of my areas of passion and I don't know, I guess expertise, right? So my name is Stacey Clark, and I'm known as the Maximizer. I'm the founder of Systems of Success, and that's where we help organizations, teams, entrepreneurs, founders to understand the power of utilizing systems. And now, actually, based on my upcoming book on maximized intelligence, which is a phrase I've coined, we help people to understand that, in fact, you don't need to chase trends. You don't need to run after AI or any new tool. What you need to do first is be in sync with your business systems, your BI, and your systems in your business. And then you add in the AI so you can ultimately have what we call maximized intelligence. So that's my perspective. I love xTiles. It's one of the many tools that I use for myself and I help my clients to use. And it being visual changed everything for me, and also being flexible. The fact is that you can see things the way that you want to see things. You can organize things in a way that works for you. And one of the things I love about xTiles is the way that you can also share it with others. So if I have an opportunity to later, I'll show. That's one of the things I love a lot, and I will show that. But I'm very glad to be here with such a great group of people, and glad that you had me here again. Thank you. And I'm in New York. We were talking about where we're from. I do want to say I'm currently in New York, although I'll be in London, Greece, Paris, and Turkey very soon, going on a trip. But right now, I'm still in New York and glad to be here with you guys.
Thank you, Stacy. It's really,
Amazing.
really interesting story. So, yeah, I don't know, Sergey, what we have in agenda right now, because I have a lot of questions for our champions, because I'm so excited to see everyone here in one place. So just follow your agenda, or I can ask some new question for discussion.
Yeah. We also have one more user. His name is Steve, but I can see that he has some connection issues. So I believe he can ask more about himself a bit later when he'll be able to, manage everything and so on. But my next question was about ADHD, because almost all of you mentioned that, we found out about textiles, from Jessica, basically. So, yeah, how many of you have ADHD? And I will tell you just a funny story behind it. It's, I don't want to say that ADHD is fun, but yeah, I have a story. Yeah,
Can I just add something to
yeah.
respond to that? So I was never diagnosed, but I tell people my brain is very neurospicy, and those who know what that means. I love everybody shaking their heads. So absolutely. So yes, I just wanted to say that because I think a lot of people listening and watching will appreciate that too. We're a little bit neurospicy, meaning we keep things moving and there's a lot going on at the same time.
Yeah, I believe that's the answer. But yeah, I promised you a fun story behind it. Just want to mention that yeah, we are all of us are into this story with about ADHD. But to be honest, we receive a lot, like a ton of feedback from users who have ADHD or who might have ADHD. Maybe just their lack of focus or and so on. Maybe they have some challenges with organizing everything and stuff like that. And I just want to say and highlight one idea that, and you will understand why xTiles works for them, that our founder Max, he wasn't like diagnosed, but he passed through some internet quiz or something like that, and he found out that he also has ADHD. I know. Am I able to speak about it to all of you or to all of the audience that we have right now? But yeah, and from this point, it was quite obvious for all of us why he developed such a product, because it works for his brain. He always wanted to try to create something that will be, this visual, this simple. It's like a sticky notes, but digital sticky notes, I believe, something like that. So yeah, so something like that.
Yes.
Andrew,
The
yeah.
big surprise behind this story is that it happens absolutely occasionally. So we haven't planned before anything like we want to make solution for people with ADHD or something like that. And it happens absolutely occasionally. And one of the big thing for us is that when I had a conversation with Jessica, for example, personally, she mentioned that, wow, I found something that works and aligns to my brain. And I paid attention to this point, but I didn't think about this point in that conversation. But right now, I understood what did the he meant. So yeah, it's really interesting moment. Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, that's why it works, I believe, something like that. And I also want to highlight one idea. Yeah, just want to say that many of you said a lot of like amazing words about xTiles. And just want to highlight that we didn't force anyone to, we do not have any script. We didn't force any people to say like, these amazing words about our work. But it's amazing to hear. It motivates us, to be honest. And the fact that we were able to gather all of you in across different time zones and so on. Yeah, just want to say it's an amazing opportunity, and yeah, we are super grateful for that. Yeah, I wanted to ask something, but I already forgot. So Andrew, you can you can go ahead.
Yeah, I have question because I passionate about marketing, and right now we are rethinking our positioning, let's say. And I guess it's the best moment to talk about this. Yeah, please, as advanced users, could you describe xTiles in one sentence? Because we are rethinking this moment, kind of our positioning, our main message or main voice, let's say. And I guess I believe that you are the best marketers of our tool. Could you say in one sentence what is xTiles for you? So it would be super helpful for us.
Do you want us to just like shout out?
Maybe I'll go first.
Who will be first? It's not a challenge.
Yeah,
It's just a question, my improvisation. I'm so sorry.
yeah. It would be some kind of a fight. Yeah. Marcelo, Krisa, you can. I don't know.
Oh,
I
go
believe
ahead,
ladies
Marcelo.
first. Okay,
Sure.
okay, Marcelo. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thanks. I'm not in marketing, so I wouldn't have a one-liner off the top of my head. But besides, I highly recommend it. I've noticed that as I've been using xTiles more and more, I can see how where I've been using other apps to organize different areas of my life in different ways, that xTiles can kind of absorb all those areas and keep it, organized within one app. And that's what's actually making me very excited about using it. So I don't know how you'd want to, maybe word it or market it, but it seems like for me at least, the future one place to kind of hold and organize it all. And the beauty about xTiles is that, if I have different areas in my life, I can envision that I can organize those different areas differently. It doesn't have to follow one template to kind of, match everything, and it doesn't have to be a perfect template for everything. But that's how I've been seeing it, and what I see is it's its future and why I'm excited about xTiles.
Thank you, Marcela. I just had short input to this kind of exercise because I mentioned it as a marketers. Maybe it's a bit complicated. But let's talk in context, or maybe in the angle of if you try to share in one sentence something about xTiles to your best friend or maybe to somebody from your community. What do you say? This is maybe a little bit easier.
Yeah, Andrew describes elevator pitch, I believe, something like that.
No. I like this. I like this one-liners from our community because sometimes I heard, let's say that for me, xTiles is kind of I don't know, my personal assistant, let's say. But so yeah, I'm so curious to know. I hope it's not complicated for you and for us right now. I'm not a buskill.
Yeah, if I were to, yeah,
That's such
if
a
I were to
yeah.
try to encapsulate it, I might say something like the one app to organize my life.
Nice. Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you. If we will have emojis, I will share to you so many hearts. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Willow, Krisa.
Yeah,
I
that's such a daunting. I'm sorry.
no, go ahead. I
That's
think
such a
I still have a lag
daunting
on my end.
question. That's such a like. How do you encapsulate everything and that something so customizable and so broad, used for so many use cases and everybody using it for different things? How do you condense that into one marketing slogan? That would be incredibly hard. But it's like all the information you need, the way you want to see it, is kind of the way I think about it.
Oh,
All the
oh,
information you need the way
oh,
you need to see it or visualize it or what, because the visual component of xtiles is really what drew me in. There's so many bookmark you can get all these apps that collect your bookmarks and your information and your research and your this and that, but this is the first one I found that really organizes it in a way that's easy to visualize. And so you can like create the look the way you want and compartmentalize things in the way your brain maps things out. That's my favorite part.
oh, amazing.
Wow. Yeah, yeah,
Thank you, Willow.
made me
Thank you.
speechless. Yeah, yeah, amazing ideas. Honestly, Marcela, Willow, wow. I believe the most advanced senior
I,
marketers, they would never say these words. Yeah, because they
I want to say my favorite word, genius.
brilliant. Yeah, so my yeah,
Thank you
from
so
this point,
much.
it will be my favorite word as well. Yeah, amazing. Yeah, Krisa, I believe, and Merna. Yeah, I saw your comment as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess the way I would best describe Exiles would honestly be the only to-do list that I actually check off and finish and want to finish, because Exiles has just been the best way for me to organize that information. Especially, I've tried a couple of different apps, and it was also very difficult for me to just build my own to-do list that required coding, and I don't have a coding background, so I loved how Exiles was so easy for me to get down my ideas and just have them there. And then once I was able to get them all out, organize them in a way that works with my brain, as everyone is saying. And I think that's awesome how like xTiles has templates that you can use, but just go off of based on how your brain works. And I think that's why so many people find it uniquely matches their lifestyle.
Amazing.
Whoa, thank you.
Brilliant as well.
Yeah. I have one more
Yeah,
word,
yeah,
but
tell me. Tell us. Yeah.
magnificent. I like also this word.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounds like we are joking on English language, but yeah. No, no, but
No,
of
no, no,
course,
no, no.
yeah,
Yeah,
we know.
it's true from my heart. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, Marna, I believe you can go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, one thing that I tell people all the time is that being clear is kind. So, having clarity and speaking clearly is the kindest thing you can do. So, when I talk about xTiles and how it helps me, the way that I really communicate it is that it turns all of the chaos in my head into clarity. So, it like you go from hot mess to organized and like a beautiful layout that works with the way that your brain works, but like it turns my chaotic brain into clarity.
Andrew, do you have a word for that?
Uh, it's a good question. It's a good question, but I believe that we will have really complicated exercise to figure out what is the best fine liner it would be for our next website. I'd say, yeah. So
Yeah, yeah,
thank you,
thank you,
Marna,
thank you.
thank you.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, Stacy, Stephanie, yeah, maybe you have some ideas.
Yeah. So I like to start with where we are. And as I recall, what you have been using is if Miro, if Miro and Notion had a baby, it would be xTiles. So
Yeah.
I was thinking about that because that's like the current one line, right? So I'm like, well, what could go along with that or be similar to that? And I didn't come up with anything. But the point is, you were starting with something that might be familiar to people, and then you were comparing yourself to it. And I think that was a good move in the beginning when people didn't know what xTiles was. But you can compare it to other things. It's a digital hub where you can place sticky notes and all of your information and arrange them in a way that works for you. So those are my thoughts. Not any buzzwords there, but I think the idea of comparing it to things that people already know or use is not a bad idea. And I think that might be something to consider when you're working on this new one-liner.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you,
Yeah,
thank you,
thank you.
Stacy.
Can I say off of what Stacy had said is I think it's like, I know I'm probably aging myself by saying this, is like the Trapper Keeper for your life. So I had Trapper Keeper growing up in school. So that's what came to my mind.
Yeah,
Thank you. It's really, I guess, most practical explanation of xTiles. I guess we can mention this point, like not maybe the main headline, like sub headline. Let's say, yeah. So cool. Thank you,
yes, thank you
Stephanie.
so much. Thank you all, by the way. I also want to highlight one idea. I usually met a lot of people, a lot of users of xTiles, and sometimes they ask this question, and it makes me sad on one hand because people say, "How do I need to use xTiles in the right way?" And I like we do not have anything like a right way or a wrong way. If it works for you, definitely you act and in this right way, something like that. And if it doesn't, probably you do something wrong. But we do not have anything like right or wrong in our place. That's why I don't know, maybe it's not like uh it won't be like correctly to say it, but I usually say it's not like uh, I don't know how to say a tunnel in some ways that you can go only uh, back and and forth or whatever. It's like a highway or it's something like that. You can choose your destination, you can choose your route, how to follow, what route to follow, and so on. And if it works for you, definitely do everything in the right way. So don't challenge yourself. Don't ask questions to yourself. If it works for you, of course you do everything in the right way. If you like to use our um, creative pages, that's like the best way how to utilize xTiles. If you use collections like our databases, is well, if it works for you as well, is something that we are going to improve. So yeah, something like that. And Marcel, I believe you have something to share. Yeah,
Cool. Yeah,
and
no,
Chris
I
as well.
actually was
So yeah.
thinking about this. Cool. Yeah, I was actually thinking about this and sort of piggybacking what some of the members have already mentioned is um, just to give a little context. Like I said, I've played around with a lot of apps, and I'm still playing around with a lot of apps. But the way I kind of view xTiles for me personally is some of the activities that I might be doing in these other apps, I'll may pull them in. Now, why I'm sort of mentioning that is that I think, to your point, there's no right or wrong way to use the data that you're trying to capture and visualize in a particular way. It's going to depend on response best to you. So, for example, I can see xTiles being used in brainstorming sessions. I can see xTiles being used in a project management setting. I can see xTiles being used, to manage reporting. And it can be in an individual way, small team way, large collaborative way. How it can be configured will really depend on how you want to manipulate and present that information. So, what I kind of like about xTiles is like the more I play around with it and the more features that obviously are being released, the more flexible it seems to be in order to facilitate that. With other apps, other apps are good. They're not bad, but they are by definition usually opinionated. Like, for example, I was talking about copy and pasting information into xTiles, and how, to my experience, I found that different apps deal with it differently. I'm sure, sorry, you and the team, and Andrew, like when you guys are discussing this, copy and paste from content from a page, you probably made decisions as to how that content is going to be, appearing when you hit, Command V or Control V, right? And so that's an opinionated decision. But what I like about xTiles is it sort of gives you that flexibility to to take that information and move it around, play around, present it in different ways. I even saw how you can kind of mark it as JavaScript or Markdown and that sort of thing. So all those little details really help. So the thing that I was thinking about before the sort of question came up was maybe one area that we could, or maybe you've already considered this, but spend time on is what are some of the use cases that exist that we could use xTiles for? So, for example, brainstorming session, and then walk people through that, example or scenario. A report, or hosting a number of reports, walk people through those scenarios, and that may help answer some people or sparks some people's idea as to how they can use xTiles, because they'll give them a starting place that they're familiar with, and then as part of that journey, explain to them that you can do this and more, and that may help them out.
Yeah, quite interesting opinion, I'd say, Sergey, because I don't have answer to what is the best, what is the best
Yeah,
option,
just want to
let's say.
highlight this as well, that it's like a numerous number of use cases. For example, some people,
Yeah.
they use it for, maybe one of the most popular ones for their planning, daily, weekly one, monthly goal setting and stuff like that. That's why we released the My Planner feature in general. Some people also use it for, how does it call, like brain dumps, all of the ideas. Some people like to have the meal planner over there, maybe to share some to-dos with their spouse, for example, family in general, with their kids. So we also have a lot of families in our place, by the way. Yeah, so it's like huge amount of different use cases. That's why we yeah, it was my next question about use cases. How do you use xTiles? But yeah, before that, Krisa, she had some idea as well. So yeah.
Honestly, I think Marcelo took the words out of my mouth. Sorry, you're gonna hear my dog barking a bit. But honestly, I think with xTiles, when you say there's a right way and a wrong way to use xTiles, honestly, there's just your way, the user.
Yeah.
So there's no that best way to use xTiles is understanding your process and how you think. And xTiles provides a way for you to just dump your thoughts as a start. And I've seen a lot of people use xTiles in certain different. I personally use it. I'm a freelance entrepreneur, so I use it to track my client projects and all my meetings and everything, but also my personal life where when I'm eating, the types of meals that I eat. But I've also seen other people use it as a journal, as a way to plan family arrangements. So xTiles is limitless in terms of what you can use it for. And like Marcelo said, it's just asking like, what do you want to use it for? What do you want to accomplish? And I have also loved xTiles because I shared with Serhi that actually I became debt free because I worked within xTiles. So you can do you can do a lot of things. You can accomplish a lot of things within it.
Yeah. Sounds amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know.
What is your next question? Do you have
Yeah, the
something
next question.
important?
Yeah, of course, of course. Yeah, I said that do not have any like script or scenario, but I wasn't lying. I just have some ideas, brain dump or whatever. So my next question was about use cases. How do you use xTiles in general? Plus, if you have a magic wind or whatever, I don't know how does it magic wand, yeah. And for example, tomorrow you will have some feature appeared. I don't know in xTiles what it would be. So it's like two questions in one. And just want to say, Stacy asked about it our last webinar about hex, about these RGB colors for our tiles, and that's something that we are working on. Yeah, just want to say, yeah, it's we are waiting for this, all of us. Yeah, so
You didn't want me to come on and bring that up again, so that's why you just went ahead and shared that.
I agree with you, Stacy. Yeah, you are right.
Yeah, okay, so that's basically the question about your use case, how to use xTiles in general. Maybe it will be more ideas for people who are watching us right now. So, I can use xTiles in this way as well. That's the idea. So yeah, and about the feature as well, if you have some suggestions, requests. I don't know. Yeah, go ahead. It's super
You know
interesting.
what? If I can go ahead and share one, I would love
Yeah.
to. One of the things, particular, I was mentioning this earlier, is you can have a workbook. So we do this with our clients. We'll have a workbook for the client. It's an internal workbook. And in addition, we can add a tab or a page. We call it a tab, but it's a page on, and you can share that one tab so that you have a place where you're providing resources and links for that client to files and other things that you want them to access. They don't get to see what's in the whole
Mhm.
workbook, but you have this one page, and on that page you can have links and you can have nested notes and nested pages, and we do all of that. And it's really exciting because we can keep updating that page or those resources or things we want them to have at their fingertips, and it just makes life so much easier. So I'm already working in the environment that I'm accustomed to and prefer to work in, but I'm giving my clients a one link that they can go to, and I can make it visual, I can make it resourceful, I can make it the way that I think is right for that client also to be able to access the material. So that's just one of my favorites. I can come back with a ton of use cases, but I'll leave room for others to share as well.
Yeah, it's yeah, thank you so much. I yeah, just want to say that it's like it's how to manage some permissions on the level of the pages, not on the level of the whole project or workbook. So I believe it's completely possible to do, and we have this idea. Yeah, yeah, um, yeah. Merna, you can be the next one.
Sure. So for me, I would say the most unique way that I use xTiles is to track my time for my projects. There's a newer feature where you can create a table and then you can sum up the columns. So being able to just, and then on the left side, you can put in the date. So I have the date and then I do my punch ins and then I calculate the time, sum it all up at the bottom. And then it's just so easy for me to keep track of because I'm already in xTiles. So just to put in my times worked on a project keeps it all in one place, honestly. And then I have a column to check off if I've invoiced that time yet or not, so I don't get confused and like double invoice the client. Another thing that I really like using xTiles for is a Pomodoro timer while I am working. I have like a regular timer, but it's like I don't usually pick this up and play with it because my Pomodoro timer is already in xTiles. So I just press like start the countdown and then get to work. So having my notes, having my time tracking, my projects all in one place, it's kind of like all of the notebooks I've ever used in my life and all the sticky notes all in one area. If there is anything that I would want, like if I had a magic wand and I'd ask for an update, it would probably be something to where I can input like time and it calculates time like automatically instead of me having to put in like the hours so that it sums the numbers up. But that's a big ask.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just want to say thank you for sharing, of course. And you mentioned, I'll try to be funny. You mentioned about double invoicing your client, but it could be double payment. So
That would be beautiful. I'll take double payments all day.
yeah, sorry, it was a bit silly. Yeah. Okay, thank you so much for sharing. Stephanie, maybe you have something to share as well.
Well, like I said, it's kind of like the trapper keeper of my life. So I'm trying to still learn it. And so I have a lot of stuff for my work. And then I'm also taking a lot of courses for professional development. So I have sections in there for that. My mom's in assisted living, so I'm trying to keep information of her information in there. And I have two older children that just moved into a house together. So I'm trying to put down little projects for them for the house and also for my house and decluttering and my cleaning schedule, my cooking schedule, just a whole bunch of things. And my youngest does have ADHD, so I'm trying to find resources to help with him. And he's starting 7th grade this year, so just all the different aspects in one spot. And I'm still learning. It's all brand new still to me, so I'm happy with all the things I've found thus far.
Yep. Thank you. A lot of cases, by the way. Yeah.
Maybe they have something else in your mind. I mean, in context of improvement, because you represent the big audience of ADHD brains, and you mentioned that xTiles is support you in context of this use case. Let's say for different things like home routine, some things. Maybe did you feel something in past that I missed some feature? Let's say that would be helpful.
I'm still learning the features, to be quite honest with you. So I can't really comment on that thus far, but like what Stacy said in a previous one with the hex codes, because I do a lot of digital art as well and branding, and but that's already been discussed. So other than that, that's all I got.
Yeah, we are working on it. Yeah.
What
So
is the
it will
deadline,
be.
Sergey? What is the deadline, Sergey?
Why did you ask this question?
Because I'm on the same page with our community.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah. Andrew, yeah, act in this. He acts in this way.
Yeah.
The deadline. So we already have some prototypes. So it's on the developers' side. Well, it will be on their side maybe next week or so. So and after a couple of, it's not so easy because in our tiles we have some of the tiles they have not only one color but couple of colors because it automatically generates slightly lighter or slightly brighter or darker or whatever. So it's a bit challenging. So yeah, but we are working on it and we already have previously it was like no, it's not, it's like impossible, but now okay, we have an idea, so we need to test it. So we are testing it right now, and I keep pushing, by the way. So yeah, I also want to have this feature, and it will be amazing to brand it out and so on. Deadline was yesterday. Yeah.
It's usual.
Deadline was yesterday, of course.
Nothing new yet.
Yeah, I also want to share this idea. Maybe it's more relevant to Myrna. Because you have, for example, we have our creative pages and we have tables. Tables are not super feature rich and so on. So we will have collections on creative pages as well. So it will be more powerful tables with some maybe like automations, let's say, so you can sum up something. So yeah, I hope it will be like a big improvement, and yeah, it will give you much more opportunities to handle everything.
That's awesome. One thing I want to say, if that's okay,
Yeah.
someone in the chat said that one thing that sets xTiles apart, George M. One of the distinguishing attributes of xTiles is the evidence of the ongoing owner and developer genuine interest. I really do appreciate that Serhi and Andrew, that you take the time to talk to us, and it's not just for show, it's not showmanship. You're taking our feedback into consideration, and you're constantly making updates to xTiles to make it even more friendly to our brains than it already is. So I just want to give a big shout out. I know you guys are working so hard and so much. So thank you guys so much for just even listening to us and taking our feedback into consideration.
Yeah, thank you so much. I believe it's like it should be. Because of course all of us are using xTiles for our personal needs, working needs as well, but we are creating a product for all of you guys as well. So it's super important for us to get all of your ideas because it's like infinite amount of like all of these ideas and stuff. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for sharing, because I reach out to many people every week, just give me some ideas and so on. So yeah, thank you so much, and don't hesitate if you have some idea, just reach out, email me, it's just priceless, to be honest. Yeah, thank you all.
Yeah, 100% it's our mission to work for our client. We don't prioritize anything, let's say, from our minds because we have a backlog. So our huge priority is to follow our requests from our users. I mean, so this is the point.
Yeah, yeah. Milo, I believe you can be the next. Yeah.
One person in the chat mentioned that it's their brain translated into a diary, into a planner. And I really resonated with that comment from the chat. Use cases, I use it for business to organize client information or for like ideas on projects I'm working on. Also to collect artwork, yeah, inspiration for different things. So I have all kinds of different categories, like information that I've collected for research and also for working on personal projects. But one of the cool things I've been doing with it lately is using it for home organization. So you can create tables where you say where things are currently and then where you want them to be into different zones and to different categories. And that's been really fun to set up a project like that. And that's the cool thing about xTiles is you can use it in different ways for different applications. It can be a table, it can be like a visual repository of information or just like visual inspiration. And it can also be like the library feature, which I'm so excited about, is going to be so amazing to have access to different layers of your information all in one place. I absolutely can't wait for that. It's going to be awesome. But yeah,
Yeah,
meal planning, fitness, exercises. You can sort exercise by muscle group, by isometric. Like there's just so many layers of things you can do in xTiles that makes it really fun to use, which also creates that engagement of, oh, I'm going to check into this every day and keep on track of my tasks. And the thing that Stephanie mentioned about Trapper Keeper, I'm old, so I definitely remember those Trapper Keeper days. A great example. Awesome.
Hey, Willow, I think we owe the audience an explanation. A Trapper Keeper was, I don't know if they still have it, a notebook that you got when you were in school, a 3-ring binder that had Velcro, if anyone knows what that is, that closed, I think it had Velcro and it closed over, but it had pockets, it had all kinds of things. So you could put all your papers and all your different things, and it closed over with that Velcro so that you wouldn't lose anything. So just to give a visual, it was this kind of organizational tool that we had when we were growing up in school. So we could put all our stuff in it, our pencils, our rulers, things like that, our coins in a plastic bag. Now I'm really dating myself. But I just wanted to share that visual so people would know when we keep referring to Trapper Keeper, what it was. So this is like our
And
digital
Stacy.
Trapper Keeper.
Thank you,
Exactly.
Stacy, for this story. Yeah, it's really like golden nugget, let's say, because thank you for this explanation.
yeah. Thank you so much. And Willow, just have a comment for you. Yeah, library will be in the next update. So our next update will be, I don't know, maybe
Yay.
tomorrow even. So yeah,
Woohoo.
but deadline was
Exciting.
today.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you for sharing the amazing story, by the way, Stacy, Krisa. So yeah.
Sorry, I misheard the question.
Yeah, it was just in general use cases. You already mentioned a lot, but maybe some feature that you want to have inside textiles. And yes, this library, by the way, what this collection does, it works almost the same as our tasks collection. So task collection, it collects all the tasks that you have into a separate page. So it will be like a dashboard for you. And the library will be the same. It takes all of your resources. So for example, you can put some image in, I don't know, maybe some file, just media in general, article, a link to something, and everything will be collected to this separate place automatically. And you do not need to go back through your pages, maybe days, weekly, daily layouts. If you use Planner, everything would be there. So if you have some videos that you want to watch later, and if this later time period already come and you want to watch it, or you want to go through and read something and you just can't find it because was it a bookmark or something in Ample Notes or maybe somewhere in xTiles, it will be on the separate place, and it will be so easy to find it. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I think a library of xStiles would be amazing, not just for my personal stuff, but for people who want to learn things like I think someone in in the comments mentioned they were wondering where the Pomodoro clock was. So a resource hub to find all of these awesome features in xStiles would be amazing because I do know we have a marketplace right now for the templates.
Yeah.
So it would be great to have that.
Yeah, by the way, widgets is also, it will be maybe not in the next update, but we will have some update for widgets as well. It will be Pomodoro timers. You do not need to go through the internet to find it for yourself.
Mhm.
It will be there, so it will be super easy to find and to use it. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Krisa. And yeah, Marcelo, maybe you have some ideas. I believe so.
I may be a little bit shorter ideas. I did see Jive in the chat mention better note taking support. I'm assuming Jive, you mean something like Markdown. I know for me, I've gotten used to using Markdown, and it's very easy to kind of just quickly open up a new tile, and take notes very quickly. One feature that I love about xTiles is the inbox, because it allows you to quickly capture an idea when you're on the go. So if I'm on my tablet, if I'm on my phone, and if it's related to any idea that I'm currently, or anything that I'm currently either learning or thinking about, I can quickly capture it. So I like the idea of support for Markdown, or more extensive support for Markdown, if that's what you meant, Chai. The way I currently use it, like I said, it's probably not scratching the surface. Oh, it's just scratching the surface right now. It's just organizing information. So I love the fact that I can have different pages or different collections that are dedicated to different areas that I'm learning. So for me, it's like being APIs, networking, that sort of thing, and tools that are again, some of them may already be there, but tools that are able to help enhance those groupings of information is what I would love to see. But like I said, I'm scratching the surface right now, so I'll probably have more ideas later on.
Yeah, thank you so much, amazing ideas, and yeah, like it super insightful. I also want to mention that it was it from my side. I do not want to take a lot of your time because we discussed for an hour, and an hour almost passed, and Andrew has something to do afterwards. Me as well. I just want to thank all of you. In my personal opinion, well, it's a bit pity that we don't have Ray. He is also a great guy, but he was quite busy today. For me personally, I believe this webinar is like the best one yet. Super insightful, just amazing to meet our users and to talk to our users in the comment section as well. I want to thank you all for this opportunity, and just want to say it motivates us to improve our service, to move forward because of you, because of your feedback. And as I mentioned, we didn't force anybody to say anything. So yeah, just want to say thank you, like all of you. Thank you so much. And Andrew, maybe you have a word as well.
I have only question for you. When we will have the next one webinar with our champions?
I believe it can be a great idea to have like monthly updates. So for months we have like a lot of different features rolled out, maybe some updates, and we can talk about features. We can talk with all of you, and if you have good vibes, if you like this session, I will invite you once again. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, all. I guess this format and this webinar, it's really cool for both of us. First of all, because we eventually met, and yeah, we understand our values, our community, our mission. So we are open for the next discussion, and I'm utterly waiting for the next one webinar. To be honest, yeah. So I would be happy to join.
Yeah, and one final point to our audience: if you want to become a part of this story, xTile story, you can use our link, so you can also find this section become a champion on our website, or you can just scan this QR code and yeah, just sign up, something like that. Yep. Thank you so much. If you have Dwayne, thank you for your feedback as well. We miss you. Yeah, thank you all. If you want to say something, it would be like amazing to hear some of your maybe some feedback. Yeah, but don't want to say like Stacy, Marna, Stephanie, Willow next, Krisa next, Marcelo next. If you want to, yeah.
Okay, well, if I may, I just like last time, I just put it on my name here and I put it in the chat on the live stream. I have a gift for everyone if they want it. It has to do with the dashboard that we created, a pack. It has some AI prompts to be used in xTiles. We didn't talk a lot about AI today, but that is a great feature that you guys added. So I have a free gift if anybody wants to go to stacyclark.com/xtiles. Thank you for having me again. I love being here with you guys. Thank you so much. Forward to the next.
Yeah, thank you for your feedback, and you have a gift. It's amazing. Yeah, simply amazing.
Absolutely awesome. It was so great to meet everybody. And Stacy, you brought up a great point about AI. I would love to discuss that more. I didn't even get to scratch on that surface because there's so many uses that you can use the AI assistant for as well. It's just really cool to talk to everybody here. This was great.
Thank you, Will. Thank you, Stacy. Merla, I believe you have something to say.
Yeah, of course. You know me, Serhi. I only talk
Yeah.
when you call on me. So I definitely want to say thank you to everybody. This was amazing. Again, thank you for your hard work on this. The audience, if anyone is wanting to talk more about features or any ideas on how to use xTiles, I will happily nerd out with you. You can add me on LinkedIn. It's Myrna Widener, the same as the name on my screen here. Or if you need HR advice, I'm here for you too. So it's nice to meet everyone, and I can't wait to talk more about features and updates that are coming soon.
Okay, we will have this webinar. Yeah, thank you so much, Marna. Yeah, Krisa, Marcelo, Stephanie, I know.
Yeah, it was awesome to see everybody. I think that's the sentiment that everyone's coming across. But it was amazing to see the other use cases that people are doing. I saw some of the use cases in the chat as well. xTiles has been amazing, and I'm throwing some topics out there for the future. But if you want to talk more about your ADHD centered platform, and if you want to talk a little bit more about how you can use xTiles a little bit more, always follow xTiles in their community or their newsletter. I always find new ways to use xTiles that way. And if you want a more human-centered way to use xTiles, you can follow me on LinkedIn as well.
Thank you so much, Marcelo.
Yeah, no, I just want to say thank you, Sir Hey Andrew, for organizing this event, for getting us all together. It helps a person like myself, even broaden my experience and understanding as to how different people are using xTiles and get the better appreciation for the tool. Thank you for organizing it, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's next. Especially excited for the library.
Thank you so much, and Stephanie. Yeah, maybe you also have something to say. Yeah.
Yeah, I just thank everyone for hearing all the different ways to use it. Like I said, still brand new, and I'm always wanting to learn the latest and greatest. So I probably will ask each of you different things, like Stacy with the AI and Myrna and everyone else. I have questions, so I will be reaching out if that's okay with y'all.
I believe that's the idea. Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your enthusiasm, and yeah, for everything. It's amazing to have you. And I believe we will have another great webinar in a couple of weeks, or maybe, well, we'll discuss it because Stacy will have some trips across Europe, across the globe in general. So yeah, have a great vacation, by the way. Yeah. So thank you all. It was amazing opportunity for me and Andrew and xTiles in general. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Have a
guys.
great
Thank
Thank you,
day.
you.
everybody.